Hey everybody, this is Praxis. I came here on site to deliver mostly some materials today. I've got these foamed tubes. There's one right behind me, one over here. These are, again, going to be the tubes that are supplying the outside air for the wood stove. This one on the ground diagonally to your left is approximately where it's going to go, and it curves up and it's going to be feeding air over there. It cuts back to this little stake I have in the ground, and then that's where this one behind me is going to get set in and go through the pass-through on the foundation over here. Behind you, I'm not able to assemble at this point because this whole trench area here has to get filled in with gravel, and you can see some of the gravel for that is behind you. There's several very large gravel piles, and those got dropped off yesterday. The contractor brought them, and he's going to be coming in a couple of days. He was one of the people who had a parent in the hospital, and it was his mom, and she died just a couple days ago. He let me know. So I told him, right off, it's like, obviously I'd love to keep going, but you got to, take care of your family stuff and don't feel like a ton of pressure from me to like get back here. But he's kind of, I think, how I would be. It's like you don't want to just sit and stew about it. So he says he wants to keep working, and I get that. It's like, someday when my parents go, I'm not going to want to just sit around and do nothing and think about how sad I am about it. You want to kind of keep doing your life and stuff. So he said he's going to come back in a couple days and lay that gravel in on this side of the foundation, on the other side of the foundation, and do all the drainage trenches. Also behind you, you can see some more deliveries showed up. There's the pink foam insulation on the left, and there is another rectangular pile on the right. That is the cinder blocks. They finally showed up from Home Depot. They stood me up 3 times in a row saying they were going to show up, and then they didn't. And then they showed up without even telling me. They had very specific instructions about where to drop those. To the right and as far back as possible next to the foam pile. They just dropped it right in front of it, as though they had no care for where I had told them to put it. They put it right in the middle where trucks are going to have to be going in and out. It's very inconvenient for me where they dropped it. I'm going to be going back and letting them know how really dissatisfied I am with their service. Standing me up 3 times in a row and then dropping it in really, I guess it would have been worse if they dropped it in the middle of the driveway, like halfway down the driveway. That would have been worse. But short of that, it's like it's right in the middle of where everything has to move around, and I need to get the other stuff delivered. It's just really, really lousy. I guess I could move them one at a time, off somewhere, but that's going to be like a good hour of my time. I can do 2 at a time, 1 in each hand. But yeah, so that sucks. But it's not like a game killer or anything. I can keep going. Hey, River, that's not a safe place to be. River, I need you to get back from there right now. He's climbing on the foundation over by the rebar coming up. It's quite a drop down to there, and also I don't want him kicking any stones between the foam and the foundation. So. Yeah, so things continue to go forward, but there's always hassles. There's always people not doing what they say they're going to do. That's been the last 100 days, right? Pretty much. We're still there, but we're getting really close to where we're going to be getting our lumber in, and we can really get going. I got a sledgehammer in my hand because the only thing I really have to do here other than drop off stuff is these little pins, the form pins. I'm going to be knocking off a few more of those to make it so that when I put in the under slab insulation, I'm going to have it kind of curve up right to the side of the foundation. I'm just going to knock the top layer of those off just so the foam can go right up to the foundation there. But overall, things are going really well. That's it. Thanks for watching.